Hello, everybody. My name's David Biondi, and I'm here with Chris Martin from Honda. And we're here behind us. We have the Honda Prologue, which is a very, very new EV from Honda. So, Chris, why don't you tell us about the Prologue?
Sure. So it's the all-new Honda Prologue. Obviously, it's an SUV. It's going to be our first volume BEV. So we've had battery electric vehicles before in the U.S. We had a EV Plus many years ago, a Fit EV, a Clarity EV. This is the first one that we're actually aspiring to sell in volume nationwide for Honda.
Awesome. So, what's special about this one other than being electric?
Well, I mean, special is, in the advancements of technology, battery technology, this vehicle is going to approach 300 miles of range with a two-wheel drive version. So we're going to have an all-wheel drive version, two-wheel drive version. It's got a really, really long wheelbase. In fact, the wheelbase is longer than the Honda Odyssey. Push the wheels out to the corners, give it a really good sporty stance. But it also gives you lots of great interior space. So very comfortable interior, great handling, the EV performance that everybody's come to expect, off the line acceleration, that sort of thing.
Yeah, it sounds like the all-around vehicle.
Yeah, I think it will be, and then the idea, of course, is to go to zero emissions vehicles. We have a goal to go to 100% electrified vehicles by 2040 as a company globally. And so this is sort of part of the beginning of that. That's part of the name Prologue, the beginning of things.
Put that together.
Moving forward into the future, you're going to see more EV models for us.
Okay.
We also have a new EV coming in 2025 on our new EV platform.
Oh.
And then stuff rolling out from there as we progress towards that 100% goal.
Can you expand on the new EV platform or what you have else coming out?
So the new EV platform, as you guys may know, the Prologue was developed together with General Motors on the Ultium battery platform. So the top hat, everything you see above the sort of the EV skateboard is developed by Honda, the interior and all the experiences. But this new platform will be Honda's own electrified platform, our own battery setup, our own EV motors and all of that sort of thing. And then it'll be a completely Honda developed vehicle.
That's really exciting. That's awesome. So let me ask you a question. I'm here with Chris from Honda, and range anxiety is a big, big deal as far as the consumer wanting to make that jump to an electric vehicle. So if I'm a gas-powered, a vehicle owner, and I want to make that jump to an EV, and I have range anxiety, what would you tell me to make that jump?
I mean, I think the big thing is charging infrastructure. So the vehicle is great, with up to 300 miles of range in the vehicle, you've got a great starting point from a full battery. But once you get out there on a road trip, you want to feel assured that you have places to recharge. So what Honda's done is we've formed some partnerships with leading EV fast charging networks, EVgo, Electrify America. They are part of the package when you lease or buy a Prologue. You're going to get some choices regarding home charging equipment. So we're going to give you some credits there if you want home charging, but also some public charging credits. But if you live in an apartment, you don't need a home charger, we're going to give you a larger public charging credit. So you'll be able to charge at the Electrify America stations, at the EVgo stations. But beyond that, we've also announced that Honda is also partnering with Tesla on the supercharger network.
Okay.
And we're going to be transitioning to the NACS charging standard port on the vehicles as well.
Wow.
The 2025 model I mentioned will be the first of those. And then these Prologues that are being sold, we're working towards having an adapter that would let you charge at the supercharger network. And one more thing, we also partnered with 6 other automakers, and we are starting a new joint venture. A name will be announced fairly soon for a new joint venture to establish another DC fast charging network across the U.S. And we're anticipating having, tens of thousands of chargers installed by 2030 with that new joint venture. So that would be the assurance, is that you're going to be able to find a place to charge beyond the initial 300 miles that you might fill up at home.
Awesome. And you said that's a joint venture between multiple automakers.
Yes. So multiple automakers. There was an announcement made earlier this year. So 7 total automakers are involved in it. It's going to be backed by all of us, and the aspiration is that you would eventually be able to have plug-and-play charging at that network. Just plug in, all of the billing would be done through your car, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you think it'd be a time where everybody could play together, and do something together. That's great. So you didn't really say the name of it, but that's kind of under wraps.
Yeah, so it's going to be a joint venture. It's going to be its own company. So that company will be making some announcements in the coming months about that business.
So it sounds like
I
I know. I know. Of course. Yeah.
But hopefully it'll make big enough news to for you guys to know about
No,
it.
that's great. All right. Well, Chris, I really appreciate your time today and giving us plenty of info. It sounds like Honda's really got their stuff together. So thanks a lot. Have a good day.
Thanks.